Welcome to another video in the LaTeX tutorials, a comprehensive series. In section 11.4, we will discuss revision under track changes. Now, as we know that in MS Word, there is a very classic feature which is called track changes. So it tracks the changes, whatever is done by different co-authors. In LaTeX we can do that as well, but in LaTeX it requires a little bit of more effort as compared to MS Word. For example, we are having the main text document and I call it as Original.tex. Then I will have to copy paste the file in the same folder and will rename it as Revised. So now Original will be there in that folder and another will be is Revised. Then I will have to go to an additional software which is the ActivePerl, and I will, by clicking this link, I will install that software. Then I will open the MikTeX console and install the package latexdiff, means the difference. It's better to restart the computer after these installations because sometimes the packages are not packed and it is not running. So it is better to restart the computer. Then I will open the CMD, the command prompt, and change the directory to the folder where the text files are. For example, where the original and the revised versions are located. So this one is to be done inside the command prompt. It is a folder, for example, if it's on a desktop, and then the name of the folder in LaTeX we will have to type means C users, and then this is the username and it will be desktop and it is LaTeX. So for example, if the folder is on a desktop, then we will have to give the address manually as well. Then we will open the terminal, the CMD, and we will type this all, and this is latexdiff, Original.tex, Revised.tex, and then generate different diff.tex. It will generate a diff document in the folder, and this document, by building it, a PDF will be generated that will show all the track changes inside this document. I can show you that in figure 11.3 such changes are shown, which is, for example, this one was the actual document and over there R was cut and that is was inserted. So you see R has been cut there and that is has been written in a different style. Different color is used for insertion. Similarly, these are written like these are 16 equations and 6 are duplicate, which makes the number of equation is 10, for example. Some cutting and all these things are here. Similarly, not only this one but also whatever is inserted in the references, and when the numbers are changed it will trace those as well. So we will do these things one by one in an article, and then we will generate the diff.tex document and we can see everything step by step. Let's say this is a complete article and this is the text file. So in order to run the file we will have to have all the files which are included in this manuscript. So in this, let me copy all this and I have pasted it here, and when I open this document and I run this document, then it is perfectly running. So first I will have to check that everything is running in this document, and this is running perfectly. So now what I do, I just copy this and paste it here, but I will have to paste it somewhere else because here it will. Okay, let me paste here, and it has a copy here. So I will call this one is the I will write dash R. Dash R means that it is the revised version. Manuscript means that it is the original. So this is the revised one. Now let's see. I go in this revised version and I do some changes in this one. So let me start. Let's say I just change this via by the word by. I change the title, means some changes are being made in the title, and let's say here I change the letter and I just write Dr. Shahid Ali, and so I change in the authors as well. Now here let's say this one I change to MRL. So I change first the title, then I change in the authors, and now I change the affiliations. So we come to the abstract, and let's say in the abstract I want to remove this sentence, and let's say this sentence which is related to the nanosecond laser irradiation, I just remove this one. So one of the sentence has been removed, and let's say here I write that this is the final abstract, and then there are the keywords, and let's say one of the keyword I just refine and I call, instead of ionic diffusion, I call this ions diffusion. Then I go to the introduction, and if I change something here, then let's say in the introduction the text has been already modified. So in the introduction what I am doing, I am removing one of the reference. Say one of the reference is removed, so it is supposed that all the reference are to be changed, because here one citation will be less and so onward. So I removed one reference there, and let's say this is photoactive and I change it to photoactive. So this is changed as well. Similarly this one is changed, and let me remove one reference from here as well. So all means over there from two references I removed one, and now here I removed another complete reference. And now I just go here and do some changes to the figure as well. Let's say I remove this figure, so I will make this one is Control T, and it will be commented. It will not come in the print. Even if I delete this one, then it is completely gone from here. And further, if I would like to insert a new figure, then I can do a figure as well here, like one of the figure, let's say this is, let's say, the PVIV figure, and I just copy paste this one, and then I insert that figure here. Means this one is here, and I insert a new figure as well. So copy this one and paste it this one, and for UV Viz I write the name of this figure, so it is here. And then I have done changes to the title, the authors, the affiliation, in the abstract I have done some changes. I have removed reference, and I can include a reference as well. So let me include a reference here. Let's say, for example, this is a reference and I want to include it at this location. So I have done so many changes. Let's say somewhere I do change the caption of the figure as well, and here it is changed. And further, some even changes in the table I can do. Let's say here I just write from here, let's say only XXX. So that changes in the table, that changes in the figures, inserted new figure, removed one figure, changes in the title. All these changes have been done, and now this one is supposed to be running. So let me first run this one. Okay, now here it is giving a message that this PVIV copy is not found. Actually the figure name should not have spaces, so let me write with this one and remove this one, and here I write with this one as well. And now I hope it will be running. Yes, there should be no space inside the title of a figure, and now it is done. So this is now my revised version, which I have written as R. I'll have to close this one, and now I will have to go to install that software, and to install that software, okay, I'll have to click this link and this show allow, and so this link will be opened, and I will have to install this software first. Okay, it is the ActivePerl, and this one is the ActivePerl, which is MS-Win32 5.24. this version I will have to install. So let's go there, and this is the file which is supposed to be installed. So it is 21 MB, and this is to be installed. Okay, after this installation, now I will have to, this is the folder, and I will have to give this address. So open CMD, and it is opened here. Now we will have to follow the steps here. As we have copied the original and the revised here in this folder, so now we will have to go to the command prompt CMD, and here first we will have to this location. This location I will have to change the folder. So CD and slash, now I am in the C drive. So from the C drive I will have to first go to the users, and now inside the users, this is actually the user is CD and it is SAY, and I am now inside the SAY folder. So CD again, and we go to the desktop, and the desktop, the folder which is here is CD, and it is actually track change. So this is track C folder, and I am now inside this folder. So let's go to the command here. I copy this as I have made it like Original.tex, Revised.tex, and now the difference will be created. So I go to here and just paste this one and enter. So it will do all the calculations, and it will now generate the diff file here. So I'll have to close the command line, and now this file was the required file, actually the diff. So copy this one, and in order to generate this one we will have to put it here, because this is the text document just like these documents, but it is having all those track changes inside it. If it is in that folder and we run this one, then it will not be running, because it will not be able to find all the figures and things which are included in this one. So just open this, and now build this document, which is the diff.tex, and it has been built. Let's see. Okay, and now a track change document has been generated here. Let me go through the track change document. Everything would have been done here. You see that we have changed the title somewhere, and that was only by we have changed in this one. So it has cut that one and inserted a new one. Here I inserted doctor, so it is here. Material research laboratory I cut and I wrote MRL. So that's the difference, that it has generated in title changed, authors, the affiliation. Now in the abstract, you remember I have removed this sentence. Now as I removed this one, automatically LaTeX has removed it with a, you can say removed, you can say cut. And here this one I haven't done, but as this was included in the LaTeX format of the else article, that's why this has been inserted here, which was a required one. Now I come here, and here in the abstract I added a new sentence and it has been inserted here. The ionic I change with eins and it is incorporated. Now here the interesting thing is that I removed this means 1, 2 and 1 is here, so it has changed the citation as well. But what about this one? This one is supposed to be 2 then, and this one's supposed to be 3, and then 4, 5, and 2 is here. Now this is a problem. This problem is due to the reason that I have removed the 2 from here, but that 2 was also here. So this caused a problem, means I removed a wrong reference. If the right reference has been removed, then it will not have this problem. Similarly, the other corrections I did here, they are being incorporated. This one reference I removed, so it has been removed. And further, if I go here, then I have done some changes here, and this had also been, you can say, cut. Now if I go one of the figure I have removed and I inserted another figure. This figure I inserted, and the captions over here, they are, you can say, this is the new entry. If I look to this figure, then there is no green, you can say, enclosure, green box around it. So not green but blue, but here I can see that the blue box is around this one. So this one says that this is the new insertion. So all the changes that I did mean I removed this one as well, so this has been cut and our track change document has been generated. You see, I just inside the table did some changes, they have been removed, and this one I inserted, so it has been given a different color. So this is the way to do track changes inside a document. Similarly, if I go to the references, then inside the references, some of the references have been included and some have been inserted, but it will not show those as they have been modified inside the citation. Whatever in the list of figures, it will automatically incorporate those as well. List of tables, it will incorporate if any changes would have been made. The only thing here that in the references, it is not showing which of the reference has been cut and which of the reference has been included. Thank you for watching this video and stay tuned for the next video.